yes. Again, ngiyanibingelela ku-Car Radio. This is Nkocysa, and nginingelele on my show on Tuesday, the Sport Buzz every Tuesday and Thursday ngise ngikhona here kumsakazo wenu i-Car Radio. On today, in this hour, as you know, it's all about sports. It's Sports Buzz, and I'm changing in particular my scores. I have a World Cup qualifiers, as you know, next year we're going to be having a Qatar World Cup, and nje yonke into izobe ikanjalo. So by the way on today's show, actually amanye ama results as now we had some results from tennis and also golf. There was a competition and it was a surprise ama winners competition, and as well on Saturday in fact this weekend I think nama game South Africa on their last game they didn't do well, and Leon Doge is still causing news around Africa and here in South Africa, and also FIFA, and that measures that need to be taken. They are saying South Africa was robbed after they are lost against Ghana. Officially you wanna get top in the table, officially in South Africa balingana konke goal difference and points ngayo yonke into officially exayindaba esankulu ngempela, and we're looking forward to what is going to happen on today's sports news. Let me bring you the fresh news coming from BBC. Ngizobe nje ngilethela indaba nje ekhona, and then I just shoot straight to the scores ukuthi izinto bezime kanjani. By the way, let me start lapha they're saying China Ultra Marathon tragedy and survivors threatened for speaking out. Lapha marathon officially abantu ade becompete abasurvivile they are threatened. History must when Zhang Xiaoto wake up, he was in a cave and somebody had lit fire to keep him warm. He had no idea how he'd got there. Then frozen unconscious body had been found by a passing shepherd who'd be wrapped him in quick and carry him over his shoulders to safety. He was one of the lucky ones. There was a tragedy lapha marathon that was in China, and ama-athletes amanye abasurvivile officially bathi the sun was out in race day in Bianin in former mining area, China's Gansu province. Some 172 athletes were ready to run 62 miles 100 kilometer through the Yellow River Stone Forest National Park. That was a race that was in China, a marathon. And then again there was a tragedy that happened, and then again the story is siqhubeka kanjalo, and there is lots in ngempela kwenzekile, and you can just go to BBC and search on the full story ukuthi bathini. I'm just giving you the headlines. Alpha made Zhou China's first F1 driver. We Formula 1 being Formula 1 this past weekend, and I can't wait to get how things were standing with F1. By the way, on today sports news I might have some results maybe mhlawumbe enigcine ngawatholanga, because as you know ukuthi namhlanje since ama results emaningi ngiwelele ku Thursday ngicine ngiletha namanye ama results on Thursday, but we here every time Tuesday and Thursday from the hour of 12 to the hour of 2 o'clock. By the way maqhubeka on sports, they're saying the key issues for Southgate England 1 year from World Cup. Southgate's is a manager for England squad yebhola of which uyivuselelwe contract yakhe of which uzoyidlala shuthi i-World Cup yena uzokwazi ukuthi ayidlale. Yena coach ozobe coach England on November next year with Qatar. Basketball Bulls and losing run against Lakers. My Bulls they were playing against LA Lakers, of which they ended their losing stake. Yusuf cricket racism scandal, how we got here. Explain lapha ukuthi cricket this racism thing ye story sayashare sesihambe safika ngempela ke ezingeni eliphezulu mabeqhubeka. It's the scandal that has engulfed cricket, one England's most historical sports club employed the damning episode accused of being institutionally racist by one of their former players. Azim Rafi, a 30-year-old former professional cricketer who has said he is close to taking his own life, has detailed racism encountered at Yushif Country Cricket Club, have been strongly rebuked for their response. Uyashirige, by the way, uze wafika la khona ezeke ucishe wathatha impilo yakhe after this racism thing that happened lapha ke England by his former teammate, of which is a thing that is serious. I've discussed a number of times here in Seize the Day, the sport buzz. We should be against racism and those people who are racist. Let's do good ngempela emphakathini yethu, wherever we're coming from, wherever you're watching me or wherever you're listening to me. Please let's not be racist. Let's protect and love one another. This is a world that the Lord has made. We all shall live in it and be joyful and be happy and stop at the racism. Even if the color doesn't matter. If you're a human being, treat that person as your brother, as your sister, and everything. As we continue with sports, why do the big clubs want Vlahovic? There we go again. There's a question why the clubs of European clubs they want Dušan Vlahovic. I've talked about this guy before. I knew Ben Ngamazi, but as the window is about to open in January with the transfer, Vlahovic is gonna make news in Gambela. And by the way, he plays for Fiorentina, Italy. This guy is scoring goals for fun. And again, nizoza ke indaba eningi ngaye. Maybe nje ngizotomla story sakhe on Thursday. Maybe ngikhulume ngaye kancane because maybe mangithi Dušan Vlahovic kuwena ke kuvaleka amehlo ke awukwazi nokucabanga ukuthi ke ubani a waste of brain capacity. Just don't think mina ngizokulethela ke indaba here on Seize the Day, the sport buzz. Babeqhubeka ke bathi ke how Northern Ireland frustrated Euro champions with a typical Italian performance. Bakhuluma lapha nge-football. There was lots that was happening. We World Cup games. We discuss as the show continues. Let me just not spoil for you with football as we continue. Cricket, typical Australia, reinvigorated just time for Ashes. Let's for some results. What happened with cricket to those people? With cricket since we had the T20 and we had finals, and you want to know what's going to last time on the show in the semi-finals or color, and then today now I'm on the second stage where the semi-finals the speed and then the final and how things went good. And this is a story that is making news around the world right now. World Cup 22 robbed South Africa, seek a replay for Ghana game. This thing is very serious. The story is very serious as I discussed before. South Africa feel like they've been robbed against the game Ghana. And one of the things is in the World Cup qualifiers is this Europe, Portugal will play again against the team at the beginning now, which Italy, and they're about to continue bedlale futhi on another game on a playoff of which unit decide that. But South Africa, they feel like they got robbed. But the story must City get robbed. South Africa are set to make a formal complaint about questionable decision made by the match officials in Sunday 1-0 defeat by Ghana, says their football association chief. Bafana Bafana needed a draw to reach the third and final round of the African qualifying of the 2022 World Cup, but Ghana won with the controversial penalty. Of which penalty about complaining umuntu ke uzwisile. Some of the other guy I was talking with namhlanje ekuseni, he was saying that mayibuka ke one of the shows ke dlala SABC 1 Sport 10 ukuthi ke they were reviewing their penalty ukuthi ke the guy abamuyisile boxini uziwele Nkosi yami akathintwa ngisho ukuthintwa, but that's still an issue. South Africa has posted a complaint. We suffer, we cause suffer nakwi-FIFA, and we're gonna hear more. But match officials have decided the game, which is not what is supposed to happen, claims South African Football Association Chief Executive Toho Moher. We will be rating the board, the CAF, the Confederations Cup, and the World Government Body FIFA, first to investigate how the game was handled, and secondly to challenge some of these decisions. We know good since here in Africa we don't have VAR, maybe those issues ngabeka asolvekile, but since kunakinte kanjalo, so the match ibidlaliwe, and South Africa isafa ithi this issue should be reviewed, maybe game review onke by the decision that were made by referee. This is a big issue in soccer. That's why they introduced the goal line technology and the VAR. I think all the world should apply one and the same thing, because of the funds and everything, the politics. South African countries are not able to have VAR or goal line technology yet. But I think Patrice Motsepe has to do something ngaleyo nto leyo, since uyena osiphethe kwimanje kwi Africa, ibhola eAfrica. So I think there are measures that need to be taken ngale measure kade idlalile, and the fans are not happy. South African people are not happy, players, coach, and everyone is not happy about the decision that we made during that game. Singahlali ke lapho ke, let's continue. Masiqhubeka ke, maybe let me just went straight ukuthi ke ama results ke abeme kanjani. By the way, ngizoqala ke back there by Thursday, since we know ukuthi ama matches njengoba ngishilo ukuthi ke we're starting on the day where I was on the show. Ama match ke, by the way, adlale kanje ke starting from Thursday, of which ke okay, konje ke ngala I have all the results ke amele kanje. Okay, I think uzobona manje qhamuka kwescreen sakho. Okay, nanko ke ama results abeme kanje, but I'm just going to be discussing the few ukuthi ke bekume kanjani. As you see the screen, the matches oqala ke adlalile kanje. Africa, these are African games. In naseceleni I have the table ukuthi izinto ke zigcine zime kanjani. Yes, ngixolise here okay, I have technical issues ngala, but ke ngizonikeza ke as you see on the screen. Yes, okay. This is how the table was this is how the table is standing from the groups. I know ukuthi ke we're gonna see right now talking about taking to a game. Bidlala ke Uganda and Kenya, they draw. Ethiopia and Ghana, they draw. Tanzania lost against the Congo, DR or DRC. Then you get Rwanda ke yona. Okay, Rwanda lost against Mali. Naya game ke, yes, South Africa against Zimbabwe. As you see, South Africa won 1-0. Of which on the Friday we had another matches against Algeria winning 4-0, or Burkina Faso drawing. Sudan and Morocco winile, and Egypt draw against Angola. Yeah. So this is how the things were standing. Moving on to the second round. So on your screen. Yes, on your screen. This is how things were standing. Zimbabwe drew against Ethiopia, of which DRC or Congo DR, and won 2-0 against Benin, of which was the match I was also watching myself. Ghana won 1-0 against South Africa. We meshi esuseke umsindo and we still we don't know ukuthi kuzokwenzakalani. What are the decisions? Is FIFA gonna review the thing? But as we continue, this is how the things were standing. And then Tuesday, this is the match that we are having in Mozambique. In Mozambique khona udaba mele bexoxe namhlanje ngo-3, and then Egypt izobe sihlangana neGabon kwi-meeting yabo yokugcina. Libya is going to be facing Angola. Algeria is going to be facing Burkina Faso. Nigeria is facing Cape Verde. Then iZambia nayo ikhona udaba emele ixoxe neTunisia ngo-9 namhlanje, and then Cameroon against Cote d'Ivoire, of which it was one of the match. Abantu abalindele ukuthi what is really going to be happening on that match. And then we have Morocco against Guinea, Mauritania against Equatorial Guinea. And ngiphatheleke another thing khona lapha eceleni far. Okay, ngiphatheleke lapha far ngale uzobona ukuthi there are tables, and this is how the tables are standing. Algeria yona idla umhlanganiso ku group A, of which Tunisia idla umhlanganiso ku group B. Group C, Nigeria with 12 points. Naidla Group D, Cote d'Ivoire with 13 points. I don't want to spoil everything. Go F. You're gonna see right now. Because you need to just then see Group I, Morocco, Group A, Senegal, Idla on their group. And then Group G, South Africa, Fiji, Idropile, Malta to Bega, everything, including wins, draw, and then goals. Ghana have 7 goals and 3 conceded. South Africa has 6 goals, 2 conceded, of which a goal difference of 4-4. Of which Ghana we bega pezulo because of the goals about Gorilege Bona. And then isa discuss indaba yayo Ghana and South Africa ukuthi kwenzakalani. I'm going to be coming back on Thursday ngizonjena ukuthi what is happening, what is going to be happening from now on. And then Congo on Group J, yona edle kumhlanganiso after beating Benin ebikade now izimisele ukuthi if iwina iyadlula. This is how the things were standing here, by the way. Sengidlula sengihamba sengiya Europe. Before ngifike Europe as you know ukuthi angikhohliwe ngeBarcelona bafethu, angikhohliwe babukeli nani balaleli lapha emakhaya ukuthi I know ukuthi you're asking yourself what is going to be happening with the Barcelona City. They have ownership, and not ownership, rather they have the new coach, of which is Xavi, and there is a lot that is happening. Maybe I need to discuss on Thursday. Young Kinto, let me not spoil the show. Maybe I need to find Barcelona t-shirts. It's going to be Barcelona show because there are lots of things that I need to discuss with the Barcelona, since it's the biggest club in the world, and discuss in detail because there are issues ngempela bona ababhekene nawo, and I'm going to discuss most of the things on a Thursday show. I don't know. Ngicabanga ngathi nje kuzovela kube iBarcelona show, but we're going to continue. And World Cup qualifiers in Europe they were fun and funny. I don't know how can I put it, but they were fun and funny, and some they were difficult, and some when you're watching them you'll be like, that is obvious, and they were embarrassing scores. And you can just see here on your screen what was happening and as I continue, I'm just gonna be picking up on a few matches, of which Russia beating Cyprus 6-0. This was their game 9 or week or day 9 group. This was on Thursday. And then again we have game 7-1, of which Croatia was playing against Malta, of which you get Perisic, Pasalic, Modric, Major, Kramaric, Major, everyone Koramantu about different abahlukahlukene wonke amagoli. Is not even one person who repeated the goal in the match. And also the match match ke cishe ngathi ebibalulekile imatch ke bikhona ibidlala yeGermany against ke Liechtenstein of which ke nakhona there were many goals, 9-0. Angikaze ngibone ke nje into kanje now when it comes to countries ukuthi ke there are some countries are humiliating ngempela. There was even the guy otholi red uhafa wayo ke lapha ke Liechtenstein. There lots has happened on Friday. We're just going to be picking up Italy drawing against Switzerland. Scotland won against Moldova. Hey, that's game. I was watching the game. The Scottish are back. The Scottish, you should watch out for Scottish. I wish they will qualify for World Cup. I want to see how they will perform on the bigger stage, on the bigger level, on the bigger platform, where there are major clubs, where there are big clubs that such clubs like Germany, who wins 9-0 in the game against Scotland. I don't know what they will be doing, but I need challenge in World Cup 2022 in Qatar. I wish things they work out for South Africa and they do us proud and win. Basically, they are on the World Cup platform. They qualify. Denmark won 1-0, 3-0. And then again Poland 4-1, England winning 5-0, another humiliating game. Because Maguire and Kane with the hat-trick. As we continue, as you see, and then on Saturday, these are the matches that you had. Belgium winning 3-1, Wales winning 5-1. Bale was taking his 100th match for his country. Bale. And this was his 100th match. By the way, he's back and fit. As you know, La Liga Madrid, but now he's fit and ready to play. This is not the only result I have. Because on Sunday, we had other matches. Yes, we had other matches. Okay. This is how things were standing. Match day 10. Sekobeka Futi with another humiliating score. Slovakia beated Malta with a 6-0, of which their two players got red cards on the 46th and the 5th minute. Kamenzuli and Temua. This match again. This is how the things are standing. As you see here on the screen, you can just read for yourself. I'm just picking up on those matches. Germany winning again 4-1 against Armenia. Romania beating Liechtenstein, and North Macedonia 3-1 against the Iceland. And again on Monday, then again this is how things were standing, of which it was yesterday. We had to get another gaming as it's been of which again England beated San Marino. It's not for me. It's not an exciting. I'm not like surprised. It's beating 10-0. San Marino. I know. I was doing a class cool. I knew I'm a flag and no countries, and this was the first time hearing about San Marino. And guys know located Gopi next to which country. Of which sees it's a small country and they are still new with soccer, but we wish to see Benzajani. This is their learning curve. But England humiliated the country, beating them 10-0. The goal by again Maguire and Kane with his hat-trick again. Mings. And also we seen Abraham. I'm happy because Abraham is in the squad. By the way, he's playing for Roma. He was coming back from Chelsea. Another again Tuesday, Ukraine is Italy facing Bosnia. Finland will be facing France. Officially Czech Republic is facing Estonia, and then Wales Wales against Belgium. You should watch out for that match. They will be meeting at 21:45 namhlanje. And then again, Gibraltar against Latvia, and then Montenegro against Turkey, Norway against Netherlands. We see Netherlands. Here in Europe, things are so tough in such a way that ama group ahamba 5. And some other groups ahamba 6 because some countries maningi, and to qualify it's a little bit difficult for them to qualify. But I'm just going to be leaving out to you ukuthi uzibonele ukuthi how the groups are standing. Lapha ke left lapha ke egcineni uzobona nje lapha ke egcineni ka left kumina ka right. I don't know mhlawumbe kuona ka left, but ke ka right wakho lapha egcineni I have ama group stages starting from group A, B, C and D. Azobe qhubeka nje ngilongitshengisa ukuthi ke ame kanjani, but I'm going to be picking up the few. Serbia, Portugal bona bahleli phezulu. Ku group B, Spain, Sweden, bese kuba Switzerland, Italy ku group C. And then you gave France and Finland. They are topping the table, of which France in phezulu. Belgium is still sitting with 19 points. Wales with 14 points. Of which we don't know what is going to be happening because Czech Republic can still qualify Wales if Wales decide to lose against Belgium. By the way, Wales just need a draw in this match or a win. They don't afford to have the lose. Group F. Okay, Group F. This is Group F. Group F, Denmark and Scotland, the one about top table. Officially, Bashian 4 points. Denmark is Pambil. And then Group G, we had Netherlands and Turkey. Final tournament. By the way, abantu bahleli phambili badlala final tournament, then ama playoffs ilawa so kibe number 2. And then Group A, Croatia and Russia bahleli ke phezulu etafuleni, futhi ke Croatia is with 23 points and Russia with 22. Group I, England 26 and Poland 20 points. Group J ke futhi group yokugcina. Okay, sengikhohle ukunivezela here on your screens ke. This is how the group is standing. I know ukuthi ngiveze order I separate because of the space. Group J, we have Germany and North Macedonia. Of which in 27, Germany and Macedonia 18. Of which izodlulela kuma playoffs in North Macedonia. Then Germany is going to be in the final tournament. By the way, ama World Cup qualifiers ayaqhubeka agcina ukuthi uqualify group in then to qualify for World Cup, and there were other countries abedlalile kuma qualifiers, but here we don't have amanye results. As you know ukuthi ngingapakele ngale ku Thursday ngizolonga nje ngincenga nje kancane. The hour is 13:34. Sekuyela ngakhona ngingaqedi. I have tennis, I have golf and I have cricket. Ngizosheshisa ngiphuthume ngiye kubona ukuthi ke bona basiphatheleni here on Saturday, the sport bias. By the way, follow myself Nkocysa under one Nkocysa on Facebook and on Instagram, and also follow Car Radio. We broadcast here live every Monday to Friday and also on Sunday. We just check it out when you just like our page and then get YouTube and go and subscribe. Put the notification bell so that you here live and don't miss each and every show. As well, get to those people abangan bako. If you like to listen to us for every shows, because we broadcast here 24/7 Monday to Sunday, just go to Car Radio, just go to Radio Box, search Car Radio, or go to Tune In, search Car Radio. And we have another option for you. You can just download the app, Msomi Ministries. Download the app, radio. You just go and just stream radio out in websites. Download the app kulula ukuthi uye kuyona, and you can even find us lapho ke if uthanda. The app nje ayithathi ngisho ispace esiningi, just 15 megabytes, then ke usumnandi kanjalo. You can just listen to us wherever you are with your gadget. It's either your tablet, your smartphone, or your laptop or desktop computer. As I continue, then again, I know on Thursday ngagcina ngiyaqedanga because there was a match that was live, of which was golf. This is how the things are going in Dubai. It is Dubai Championship. Eke umuntu ke ugcine edle ke umhlanganiso ka $1.5 million. Is ke none other than by Hansen by -23. And then again, number 2 kwasekuba Westberger number with 22, and then Laporta was Italy with -22. Then again Ujahwatsnet number 4 with -20. M Lee was New Zealand with -20. Salvana -20. Rosny -20, and the list goes on. Yabona nje lapho nawe screen. I know what you are looking for Fantonda wa here wala South Africa, of which ubenza kahle during the live game on Thursday. I remember ube number 2, but ke uwehlile ke tafleni wazofika ke ku number 19 with -6. I know ukuthi ke ngekumbona even here on the screen, but ke competition gets tough ngempela. It shows ukuthi ngempela there is no obvious ke in the games. Asigcinile ke lapho ke we are continuing sisidlulela ke kwi tennis. This is how things are standing in tennis. We had to get the next generation ATP World Cup final men's singles. This is how things were standing as you see here on your screen. And starting from Friday, we had to get semi-finals from Alcaraz. No Baez, officially Alcaraz was Spain, won 4-2, 4-1, 4-2. And then again Cordona, Beno Nakashima, that's the United States, baby computer probably. And then again was your winner after my set I5. These guys they almost spent the whole day. My sets out 5, my nigga are cool. By the way, winile called out with the 4-3-7-3 2-4 1-4 4-2 4-2. They was yadlulela kuma finals lapha ukoda. And then on finals uKhalsala no Doka no Koda was in the United States babhekana, of which winile uAlcaraz, of which we wish to see him go open or kuba fethu ke abadala abakhompyutha with tennis na mhlawumbe uzofana njengo Rakhunadu, the 18-year-old ke odlala ke lapha ke for women's tennis ukhompyutha ke lapha ke, of which ke kulezi insuku ke didn't do very well, but let me continue. And then again masesiyadlula ke sesidlulela ke kwabadala. This is how things were standing. This is how things were standing. Men's ATP World Tour Finals, men's singles. We had to get. I'm gonna start on Saturday. Saturday, we had the men's round. Robin. They were playing on Sunday. Fichige Medvedev. Hakazu. Medvedev, as you know, the Russian is not playing. Akadlali namuntu 1-1 kwile game, of which wenza ama sets out 3-6-7 5-7 wasewina ngo 6-3 6-3. And then ke bese kuzoba ke Zverev wase Germany ubedlala ke ne-Italian Berrettini, of which ke umshayile ke ngo 1-0. And then ke bese ke bethi lana ke uwinile ngo 7-6 9-7 wase ke 1-0 igame ingaphelanga. Alexander Zverev wase Germany beats Matteo Italy by 7-6 9-7 after ke retire ke uBerrettini. And then ke Djokovic ubedlala ke no Ruud, of which Djokovic ke winile on the match with 7-6 7-4 and 6-2 benze ke ama sets I2 womshake ngo 2-0. Rublev against the Tsitsipas, of which Rublev won 2-0. He won 6-4 6-4 in the game yesterday ikade ikhona here on Sister Sport Buzz izinto zime kanjalo. And then finally, let us go. I know you've been waiting for what happened to the T20 World Cup, and bringing you here on Sister Sport Buzz what really happened in the game. On okay, before ngivezele screening, this is how things were standing on the match. Ngizonivezela right now. I don't want to spoil you. You can just keep on guessing which country lost or won the game. I have technicalities here. This is how things were standing. The semi-finals were between Pakistan and Australia, of which Australia won the game 175 of 176, 4 wickets against the game lapha Pakistan, of which okay. And then the final, this is how the final was standing. Australia idleke umhlanganiso ibidlala nomakhelwane in New Zealand. These guys, they showed to be champions, and they did very well, doing 173 runs, 2 wickets, baseke benza 18.5 overs bekubona bebhethe wesibili. And then abantu abaqala New Zealand bona babhethile benza 172, 4 wickets, baqeda wonke ama overs, of which bawinile ke i-Australia ke yawina ngo 1 ball ne-run eyodwa, and then basebadla ke umhlanganiso kanjalo. This is Nkocysa, the Sport Buzz. I know ukuthi I was supposed to bring a NBA, but looking at the time, it has the major platform now. I'm gonna be bringing it to you. I promise. I'm gonna bring you on Thursday. As you know, it's the other scores that I need to continue with, and also World Cup qualifiers, the Asian and the American. World Cup qualifiers. As you know, they have small teams. Akufani Africa and Europe, of which they are big teams. There are tables, and there are few clubs that qualify after the long run qualifications group stages ngempela kanje. And yeah, and the story is South Africa, by the way, it needs to be reviewed ngempela ukuthi sime kanjani. Rugby as well, I'm going to bring you on Thursday. I think rugby, I need to do rugby every Thursdays. This is my decision. Get decided namhlanje. Rugby, I think rugby needs to be done every Thursday, and then get other sports as well, especially my sports hours on the next day or on Thursday, of which including the major one, basketball and soccer. Thursday. So this is how the thing. I'm informing you so that you know when to get the results and what time on which day. I'm bringing you news every day, as you know. I wish that I got a lot of time because sports is big, and it's big. Kuphele 5 hours, 10 hours in sports. There are lots of things that are happening around the world. And maybe let me just quickly go to basketball, and maybe just a few news ukuthi kwenzakala Trey Young, by the way, usebuyile, and he's doing very good. He's doing wonders. I can't wait ukuthi this guy usiphatheleni on this season. Stephen Curry passes Allen 3-pointer record in all NBA games as Warriors win. Stephen Curry is proving again to be one of the best athletes at basketball. What they're saying here, they're saying Stephen Curry set a record for the most 3-pointer score in all NBA games, including playoffs, and the Golden State Warriors beat the Chicago Bulls. Curry has 3,366 3-points and baskets in all NBA games, regular season and playoffs, adding 9 in the Warriors, a 119 of 93 win. to pass basketball great Ray Allen mark 3,356. Another record has been broken. Warriors point guard 33 in now chasing Allen regular season record. A. Curry ended the night with 40 points for the Western Conference leaders. This guy was bucketing 3-pointers over and over and over and over again. I remember one of the guys who's challenging Stephanie Curry is none other than Trey Young. There was a time where corner a bucket corner 6-pointers kulandelana in the game, and mind you kulo 6-point kulo 3-point about 6 20 points abewenzile runner yedwa ingalekelela umuntu nje ekorile ama points. And I wish to see what is going to be happening. LA Clippers hold to beat Miami Heat. And nigga game results. Harden and Durant shine in Nets win. Their star players Kevin Durant and James Harden. These guys are so hard, and these guys also as well prioritize on the 3-pointers. They prioritize on team to win, and the Kevin Durant, the legend, is still living and is still doing wonders. I'm so happy with this guy that even on his age, he's still doing wonders, and is proving to be the best of the best. If you watch him play in the field, he's doing very well. Before I end up the show, before I end the show and get on the show, but before I end the show, I just like you to go quickly and follow Car Radio on Facebook. Utsige Car Radio uzosusus like nje lapha ke comment it down below on our videos usazise ukuthi how do feel. But just, for example, here on sports, if you have comments or something ufuna reports, you can just notify us here on a live show or after the show. And also on YouTube, you just go to our YouTube channel, search nje uthi Car Radio, uzofica thina lapha ke Car Radio, and then subscribe, and then put the notification bell on, so that every time we go live we are notified ke wazi ungaphuthelwa inhlelo zethu ke. Since the day the Sport Buzz is broadcast here on Car Radio every Tuesday and Thursday from 2 to 2 p.m. Emini. And this is myself, Nkocysa. You can follow me and Nkocysa Nxumalo on Facebook and on Instagram. Once again, Nkocysa Nxumalo. The hour is 13:49 and we left with 10 minutes. But again, on Thursday, maybe I should just recap ukuthi Thursday is the business of ngiyithinta on Thursday, and ngilethele ama results at basketball ukuthi kwenzakaleni over the weekend, and also the results ke ebola other qualifiers, and also ke bringing you indaba ke Barcelona, what happened in Barcelona since we had ama outings or ama match ke abedlala ama international break games kade kwenzakalani ke eBarcelona as well. Sibe nama rumors ama window transfer since ke we are approaching December, and ke bese kuzoba January ke kuzobe sekune winter transfer window ezoyivuleka on January. Ngizonishela ama rumors ukuthi kwenzakalani, and also ngishilo ukuthi ke ngizosiphinde futhi ngifocus story sa Vlahovic. Who is Dusan Vlahovic and what is he doing and how he came into the show ukuthi kuthiwa ke this Dusan Vlahovic. Ngizobe sengitshena ke on Thursday ukuthi kuzobe kwenzakalani, as well ngizobe nginika with rugby, what is happening in rugby, and cricket is still taking the break, and also tennis now ke ibisathathe ke break over manje since we had matches kanje, but there will be friend matches azobedlala, but I'm going to bring you here on since the day the Sport Buzz. I know we have big this platform is big, sports, there are lots of windows MLS ngene ngakona. This is since the day the Sport Buzz in Nkocysa. Find me here same time same place. I love you. Thank you for watching and listening. Yes, thank you for listening and watching. Right now nje simphuma ke angiphumi ngedwa, ngiphuma ke queen of the with that my father ke Suoane Msomi ethi inhlekelele.
Something good has come. Something good has come. Something good has come. Something good has